With its vibrant flavors and perfect balance of spice, it can transform an ordinary day into an extraordinary one. Mapo Tofu, a spicy delight with tofu and savory sauce, Part 2. Preparation techniques. Mapo Tofu is more than just a dish, it's an experience. With its vibrant flavors and perfect balance of spice, it can transform an ordinary day into an extraordinary one. But how do you achieve that level of satisfaction? Let's walk through the steps to make this iconic dish come alive in your kitchen. Sautéing meat and aromatics. The journey begins by building a foundation of flavor with ground meat and aromatics. You've got a choice here, go for either beef or chicken, depending on your taste. Start by heating some oil in a pan over medium heat. As the oil warms, add your ground meat. Let it sizzle, stirring occasionally, until it turns a lovely golden brown. What's that sound? That's the sound of deliciousness being created. But we're not done yet. Now it's time to introduce the aromatics, garlic, ginger, and green onions. Toss them into the pan and sauté them with the meat. Stir gently, the goal is to release their natural aromas without burning them. As they mingle with the meat, the kitchen will fill with an enchanting scent that hints at the flavors to come. Creating the sauce. With the meat and aromatics ready, it's time to craft the soul of the dish, the sauce. Spicy bean paste is your star ingredient here. It's what gives Mapo Tofu its signature kick. Combine it with soy sauce, chicken broth, and a sprinkle of sugar to balance the flavors. You want a sauce that's spicy yet soothing, like a warm hug that wakes you up. Whisk these ingredients together in a bowl until they form a smooth mixture. Watch out for lumps. A well-mixed sauce ensures that every bite of tofu will be coated in that rich, harmonious flavor. Pour this concoction into the pan with your meat and aromatics, stirring gently as it simmers. The sauce will thicken slightly, clinging to the meat like a cape to a superhero. Cooking the tofu. Now, for the main event, the tofu. Tofu is like a sponge, ready to soak up all the flavors around it. But be gentle. It's fragile and can crumble with the slightest mishandling. Cut your tofu into cubes and carefully add them to the sauce. Use a spatula to nudge them into place, ensuring each piece gets a generous coating of sauce. As the tofu warms, it will absorb the flavors without losing its delicate texture. Patience is key here, let it simmer on low heat. It's tempting to stir, but too much movement can break the tofu apart. Instead, give the pan an occasional gentle shake to keep everything mingling without distraction. As you prepare these steps, imagine each component as part of a concert. The meat is the baseline, the aromatics play the melody, and the tofu sings the chorus. Together, they create a dish that's more symphony than simple meal. Isn't it amazing what a little bit of heat and spice can do? Serving suggestions. Mapo tofu is a delightful dish bursting with bold flavors and rich textures. To elevate your Mapo tofu experience, consider how you can enhance the dining occasion. Whether it's through pairing with the perfect side dish or presenting it like a pro, there's plenty you can do to make this meal stand out. Accompaniments. When serving Mapo tofu, the choices you make for accompaniments can enhance its spicy and savory notes. Here are some classic options to consider. Steamed rice. A fluffy bowl of steamed rice is a match made in heaven with Mapo tofu. The neutral taste of rice balances the spicy flavors, letting the tofu take center stage. Think of rice as the soft pillow for the fiery Mapo tofu to rest on. Pickled vegetables. Adding a side of pickled vegetables brings a refreshing tang that complements the richness of the dish. Crisp and tangy pickles cleanse the palate, readying it for the next delicious bite. Stir-fried greens. A simple stir-fry of greens like bok choy or spinach offers a fresh and crunchy contrast. These greens can add a pop of color and nutrition to your plate. Presentation tips. Presentation matters, especially when you want to impress your dinner guests. Here are some tips to make your Mapo tofu look as good as it tastes. Use a wide, shallow bowl. Serve your Mapo tofu in a wide, shallow bowl. This spreads out the tofu and sauce, allowing the vibrant colors to shine through. Garnish with green onions. A sprinkle of chopped green onions not only adds a burst of color but also a subtle fresh flavor that lifts the dish. Add a drizzle of sesame oil. A light drizzle of sesame oil before serving adds a glossy finish, enhancing both the look and aroma. Create a contrast with dishes. Choose serving dishes that contrast with the colors of the meal. A white bowl can highlight the red tones of the sauce, making it visually appealing. By paying attention to these serving suggestions, you can transform a simple dish like Mapo Tofu into a memorable dining experience, whether it's for an everyday meal or a special occasion.